It's a Lego city.
You guys, we are back. We are back in the States. We were gone for the last 3 weeks in Europe. We went to Rome, we went to Montenegro, and we went to Croatia, and it was fantastic. While we were in Rome, we stopped by what is, I believe, the local Lego store, although I don't think it was an actual Lego store. I think it was a certified Lego store, which is something I've actually never been inside before, so it was really interesting to see. They did have pick-a-brick and everything you'd imagine, and it was a really nice store. But it was really cool just kind of experiencing, what Lego looks like abroad. Now that we're back in the States, we've got a lot to do and we've got a lot to catch up on. But that doesn't mean we didn't do anything while we were away. We did try to vacation as much as possible, but we also designed some new products on our website. More on that in a second. And we also designed new builds for the city. And we actually ordered the parts while we were gone so that they'd be here waiting for us when we got back. So as mentioned, we have some new products. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, you probably didn't see that we have an entire airport build now, and it is all available on our website. It is the largest build we've ever done, and the instructions are downloadable as of right now on our website. I'll link it down below. And we are really, really happy with how this thing turned out. It is completely modular. You can make it as big or as small as you need for your own city. And it's pretty much scalable to whatever extent you'd like. So you can make it take up the entire house if you wanted to. But on another note, we do have some new buildings in the city. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the city update. And then when we get back, we have a really exciting announcement, which I'm gonna save for the end. So let's go ahead and check out the city.
All right guys, so we got a new building and it's time to show you. It is a mid-sized building down at the south end of the city, and it is going to be a new federal building, including a police station and courthouse. Now, important to note, this is not actually our design. We saw it on a Brick Fair post on Flickr, and the image has since been deleted, so I'm not sure who to give credit to. If you guys happen to know, please leave it in the comments down below. But we put a park next to it, which is kind of a memorial area, typical of what you see outside of federal buildings. You can kind of see the landscaping and layout right here. And then the building itself has kind of a modern facade and smaller windows, typical of federal buildings. In the back is actually the Daily Bugle, which you can kind of see the size comparison to some of our buildings. That is not going to be staying there. We just built it for fun, but it does give you an idea of our building sizes compared to that set. Moving around the city though, this building sits really nicely, I think, and I really like how the facade came out with these kind of staggered bricks. Down at the bottom you have police guarding the entry, as you would with a federal building. As you move over, you have the bus stop, which has been here for a little bit now, but at least now you can kind of get a better view of it, and the carve out on the street for where the bus pulls in. We also spent the last month adding new vehicles to the city. So we added our SUV design, which is kind of a Range Rover looking vehicle. You can actually find this for free on our channel. There's free build instructions, and there's also a parts file download on our website. But it's basically just a simple build, pretty easy to put together, and it's really solid. Also fits minifigures inside. There's a red Jeep over there that we added. There's another gray SUV that we added right here. And again, we're just trying to add more vehicles and kind of liven up the city. You can see the semi-truck build in the back there, which is another one of our builds, also available on our website and on our channel. And then, as you work your way over, where did I put that? Oh, it's over here. There's actually a garbage truck, which is kind of right next to where the taxis line up for now. We're gonna move it later on, but this is our waste management garbage truck design. Again, you can find this on our website. What's cool is the back lifts up to dump trash, and the back also lifts up to dump it out. And then there's also this little arm that lifts up the trash can to dump trash inside. So really happy with how that turned out. It's been available now for a little while, but we wanted to add it to our city. It's right across the street from a construction site, which is just temporary. It's kind of a placeholder next to the new park that went in. If you guys follow us on Instagram, you've probably already seen that, which then leads down to the marina. The marina is still under construction, but you can see some new details have been added, and here's kind of an aerial view of how that whole thing lays out right now. Again, that construction site is just a placeholder, but we thought it looked kind of cool for the time being. And as you can see, the water is getting filled in on the beach and in the marina. We're still waiting on pieces. It's taking a lot longer than we were hoping for, but I do like how it's coming out, and I think it looks good with the city, and I really like the pattern of the water, and just kind of the textures that have been added to the beach. Here's some other details that I think we've showed you guys in the last videos. But it just fits in really well with the city, and I really like how it's all coming together. We also added some waves using just some of the little cheese slopes and started to put some people in the water. So, as we get more trans-clear bricks, hopefully we'll get the beach and marina finalized by the next update video. But this is kind of how it's looking so far. Also need to fill in the rest of the dark tan, kind of where the wet sand would be. But yeah, this kind of gives you a whole view. Then also down at the south end, we moved over the highway signage, and that's because of the new building that went in. But I actually like it better on this side. I think it fits in really well, and it kind of is a welcome to the city, which, eventually when we expand the city, this will be kind of the main drive aisle that connects the two areas. So really like how that came out. There's a free tutorial for building that on our channel. And this is kind of a view of the city from that side. So kind of flying overhead, you can see the city is starting to really fill in. I like how, some of the new vehicles have kind of filled in the streets, and, all in all, it's starting to feel a lot more cohesive, which is great. As you work your way, down towards the center, this is probably the one area that, we still need to figure out what to do here and kind of have some plans on what we want to do. It might include moving the skyloft, but back here is the access hole for building the backside of the city. So there's a lot of land and open area back there for new buildings. And I just want to make sure that we have a plan of what to do back there before just starting to kind of build and lay it out. So here's a top-down view of the city. And yeah, that's pretty much it for, this update. This gives you kind of a view of the layout and where we're at. If you don't already know, you can find free tutorials for a lot of this on our channel, including the roads, and everything else can be found on our website. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the city update video. As you probably saw, there's a lot of new vehicles, a few new buildings, and the beach is getting further along. Hope to have it finalized here soon. So, in the opening, I did mention that we have some big news, and it is something that we have not announced anywhere until right now. We are launching a Bricklink store, and I am so excited because there is one reason in particular. Now, when we offer and sell instructions, the number one question we get is how much are the parts going to cost and where to get them? And we always have trouble answering this because it's different for everybody. And it depends where you live, shipping and taxes in your area, if you buy new or used, what Bricklink stores you choose, what parts you already have. There's tons of different scenarios that can kind of change the price for each person who orders one of our builds. So with our own Bricklink store, while we aren't going to be able to offer it initially, the goal is to eventually be able to offer all the parts needed for our own builds, which will save you guys money on shipping costs, and it will be able to get you the pieces you need for our builds really quickly. Right now, the store is just getting started, so we don't have near enough pieces to cover all of our builds, let alone really any of them. But the goal is hopefully as sales start coming in on the Bricklink store, we'll be able to expand it to include all the parts and pieces you'll need for the builds that we have on our website. So we are really excited about this opportunity. We have been building out the store for the last couple of weeks. We submitted everything to Bricklink this week to get approved as a seller. Once we get approved, we will go online and hopefully we'll start making some sales. So we'll keep you updated with all of that. If you'd like to see how we're setting up the store and kind of the process behind it, and if you like Bricklink tips just in general, let us know in the comments below, because that's a whole nother video series that we've thought about doing, but we haven't. Just because we don't really know the interest level that's out there. So let us know in the comments below, and if there's enough of you guys that want to see it, we'll put out some videos. That's it for today. Thanks again for watching. A lot of the stuff that you saw in the video and in the city can be found either for free on our YouTube channel as a build tutorial, or it can be found on our website where you can download instructions and the part files. And as always, if you don't already, make sure to check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and also on Pinterest, which we get a lot of hits on Pinterest. I hardly ever check it. I probably should check it more often. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We've got a lot of work to do, so we're gonna try and update you guys again here in the next few weeks, but wanted to check in, say hi, and hope you guys are all doing well. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.